Okay, I'm ready.
Welcome to Broom Talk, the podcast where witches, healers, and magic makers gather to share their journeys, their magic, and their truths. I'm your host, Priestess Mellisa of Enchanted Dragonfly, inviting you to take a seat at the broom circle because the real magic is in the stories we tell. So let's stir the cauldron and speak the spell. So we have another magical being with me today.
Hello.
So tell us your name and your business name.
So my name is Amanda. My business name is Tomes of the White Raven, and I also have another one, which is White Raven Oracle.
Nice. Ooh, White Raven is too nice.
I know.
Love it.
It's my thing.
Yes, my jam.
Yeah, for sure. Always love the Corvids. So
yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. And tell us about what you do.
So I am a Reiki practitioner. I do Usui Reiki. I do mediumship. I do tarot and oracle readings, and just like intuitive readings, like in general. So I can do a little bit of psychic, a little bit of medium, the card readings, really anything that wants to come through.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And where are you located?
So I'm currently more online. However, I do fairs from time to time. I've worked for Uplifting Connections in Bridgewater, Mass. I also do, like I said, the online. I'm going to be at the Natural Living Expo. And that's pretty much it so far.
Nice.
And then next year at your fair.
Yes. Awesome. And how did you start doing what you do?
So when I was really young, probably as soon as I could talk, I was kind of conversing with spirits. It's just kind of been part of me forever. And then when I was really, really young, one of my first friends, I think were spirits. So I've kind of done this forever, but kept it on the hush because it wasn't so okay to talk about until now, which is nice. But I've been working on the mediumship and everything for about a year. So, and then the Reiki I started in, I believe, 2021. My friend got me set up and all of that jazz. And then the card readings I've officially been doing publicly for a year.
Awesome. So it's funny how little kids will talk to their imaginary friends and you wonder how many of those actually spirits or ancestors or relatives
100%.
or what have you, right?
Yeah. It was fun because, or not fun, but it used to freak out my parents because a few seconds before someone would call, I'd already be telling them that somebody was calling and it'd be exactly that person. I knew when my brother was life flighted, when he had heart problems, all the I knew so much as a little kid. So it's always been there. It's just, I work with it now instead of against it.
Absolutely. When my son was little, he used to be able to tell the weather before it was happening. And be sunny day. It's going to rain today, Mom. I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm sure as shit when you start raining. So little kids, they really know, right?
They know so much. It's wild.
Yeah, they don't have those walls up.
No, they don't. Yeah. And as you get older, I feel we get conditioned out of it.
Yes.
And then around the time I hit I don't know, it was probably my Saturn return, I started realizing I actually want to do this. I want to go towards my purpose instead of away from it. And that's when I started shifting everything.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Yeah. What type of practitioner are you?
So I would probably say I'm pretty eclectic. Sorry. So I kind of dabble in a little bit of everything. I try and stay in more light magic if I do anything. Because I really just, at the core of my being, I want everybody to feel safe and taken care of in this world. And I really just want people to be able to heal if they're willing. Mm-hmm. So more of the eclectic stuff, I kind of pick from a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, make it your own. Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Awesome. What is your spiritual origin or an awakening moment?
So I grew up as Pentecostal Christian, which was quite tough in the household that I grew up in. However, when I hit later teen years, probably 18, I realized that's not what I wanted. I didn't believe in a lot of it. It was just very harsh and dark. And then from there, I decided that I kind of wanted to be agnostic for a while. So I dabbled in that. Then I was pagan for a little bit. And now I'm just kind of spiritual. So that's kind of what I see myself as. But yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's nice to be able to walk down that path and figure out what works for you, and be able to be safe doing something like that.
Exactly. And I think the best thing we can do for ourselves is question.
Yeah.
Because then we can really find who we are underneath all of the conditioning and all of the stuff that we have and the baggage. And like once you get to that core, you kind of never want to go back.
Yeah. So, I hear that a lot. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
What is your daily spiritual or magical practice like?
So I try to do a lot of visualization. I'm a very visual person. So I do a lot of grounding because otherwise I'll live up here and I can get very sick very easily. So I do that and a lot of veiling to make sure that I'm not just attracting everything all of the time. Once I got used to figuring out what my gifts were and like working with them, I started setting office hours. So my boundaries are pretty strong at this point. Nice. But that took a very long time to get there because I did not know what that was like. But yeah, so I do that. And then I practice Reiki pretty much on the daily, on my animals, on myself, on rooms I'm in. Yeah. So
it's not just for working on people, but you can do it in spaces and it's fascinating.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, I hear spirits all the time. I see them most of the time. Like, so I just kind of experience the world turned up, which is fun.
I love how you call it office hours, like because you got to shut it off sometimes.
Yeah, because otherwise I won't sleep.
Yeah,
I'll literally get woken up in the middle of the night. I'll be anxious all the time. Like I'll feel other people's feelings. I'll feel what's happening in their bodies. Like I feel everything. Yeah. And I'm a water sign. So we feel everything to like a deep, deep core. Yeah. So
being that mediumship on top of it and spiritual. And it's just going to amplify everything.
For sure. I think that's why like being so young, it was so hard and I shut it off for so long because I just couldn't. It literally used to make me sick. I used to deal with a headache every single day for like 25 years.
Wow.
Almost 27 years, actually. And then I started embracing a lot of it, and the headaches literally went away.
And that's something, you're not fighting it anymore. So
exactly.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Who or what inspires your path the most?
Honestly, my friend Jamie, a lot.
Oh, she's great.
She's the first one. And then probably just like I listen to a lot of spiritual people on social media. So like I'm really interested in Bashar. I also have a really great mediumship teacher, which she's amazing. Her name is Jean. I love her. And then a lot of my friends, because things that I can't do, they can. And it's so nice because they never tell you can't do it. They just say, you'll figure out how to do it the way that it works for you. Yeah. And like, that's so different from what I've learned from other people.
Yeah, so, that's a good way to teach somebody. Yeah,
definitely.
To encourage them to find out for themselves or find what works for them themselves instead of trying to force somebody to do it a certain way or what have you. Yeah.
Agreed.
Nice. What was the biggest challenge you faced on your journey and how did you overcome it?
The biggest challenge has probably been other people. Because growing up in the religion I grew up in, it was a lot of conditioning of worrying about everyone else.
Yeah.
So when you worry about everyone else all the time, you never really figure out if you're okay. And you end up facing the fact that you don't have enough of you at the end of the day. So that's been something I've been working on, not to become conceited, but to be aware of where I'm at and also be able to be there for other people, but like not overdo it on my terms so that I'm not depleted and I'm not burnt out. So that's been a really interesting thing that I've been working on the last year. Nice. Maybe more, but yeah, definitely a year was when it started shifting.
Good. Yeah. Good to hear. What tools, methods, or spirits guide your work?
So I work with my ancestors. Yes. I've worked with Isis off and on. I absolutely love her. I work a lot with Jesus and a lot of angels when I do especially Reiki practices. Yeah, I think that would be kind of the overall currently. And of course other practitioners, but on a different level. But yeah, if somebody comes through during a reading or even when I'm doing any clearings or anything, I'll work with them for the best of the client.
Nice. How do you stay energetically protected and grounded?
A lot of crystals. For sure.
She's got them all up her arm.
I used to actually keep a pack in my bra, but like
That's awesome.
I'm a lot more calm now, and I've like learned to work with the energies around me with my own energy rather than having to pull off of other energies. So it's gotten a lot easier because I used to carry like 12 crystals on me, and now it's like 5.
Yeah, incorporate it in other ways. But
yeah,
I've seen, I mean, I used to carry a lot too, and I had this bag in my purse. It was like this little pouch, and I'm like, why is my purse so freaking heavy? Oh, because I really have a bag of rocks in it. I just spin it out a little bit.
I do the same thing. And because I've worked with friends for years at this point doing like vending and stuff like that, and they sell their own crystals, I just have way too many opportunities.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's primarily what I do. Occasionally I work with like incense and like smoke cleansings. Sometimes it's music. I find music really helps, like hertz frequencies I try to do daily. Just because of the way the world is and like the energies in the world, sometimes I can get really overwhelmed. So I've been working a lot with that recently.
Nice. What's one common misconception about your craft or your work?
I think a lot of people think that if I get angry at them, I'm going to hex them or curse them, which is really funny because I would never. But that doesn't mean I don't have solid boundaries. It just means that I prefer to work through my hurt rather than cause more. And that doesn't mean that cursing and hexing is bad, but I think people just don't understand it. And I don't think people understand a lot of like either witchcraft as a whole or even just like doing mediumship. They think it's opening a portal or vortex to a different world. That's like bad somehow. But I mean, the energies are already here. They're always going to be here. They've always been here. And I think just allowing yourself to be okay with that and figuring out what makes sense to you is where we should really be focusing.
When you open portals, I picture Ghostbusters for some reason.
Right? Like, people really think that it's like this awful, evil thing. It's really not.
No, it's like not even opening portals.
No.
It's just spirits that are here that you're speaking with.
100%. And like even reading cards, they're like, oh, you've opened something. I'm like, I don't. It's not like that though.
I mean, maybe if it was a Ouija board or a pendulum, that's a different,
But even at that, when I start anything, I make sure to draw a line around me or a circle around me.
It's
and
contained.
I make sure that if there are things that wish anyone in that area harm, that like they can't get through because I've been in situations where I've seen all the things. I see attachments on people, like. And sometimes you can't remove them or they don't want you to. So you just have to let them be. And I don't want to be affected by that energy. So, I mean, I do my own protection work when it comes to that stuff. I use sprays and, like I said, all the things. But I think a lot of people think that it's evil or bad, and it's really not. And
nice. It really is just true.
It depends what you do with it.
Well, right. It's based on the practitioner. It's not the magic that's the evil or the light. Even it's magic is like a neutral thing. It's what you're doing with it that makes it good or bad.
Exactly.
Can you share a powerful or memorable client transformation?
I would probably say I've helped a lot of people at this point. It's hard to say. So I feel like it'd be the most with myself, but I can also say like I've helped a lot of my friends. Sometimes I've been with people and I've noticed they've had attachments and they've had like really bad health stuff. And my guides over the years, like when I first started, I had no clue what I was doing. So I had to have other practitioners deal with it. Like I had no idea. And I wasn't that open to like my guides to like work with them to like get rid of stuff like that. And I didn't really know how to address it with people. But now I'm at a point where I've worked with enough practitioners. I've worked with my guides, and I've helped remove a bunch of attachments off of people that were causing a lot of health problems. I know, like, so we do it with our cats a lot.
Nice.
So we have one cat that like has chronic health problems specifically, and she'll literally wake me up in the middle of the night by like pawing me, and she wants Reiki and she wants like energy work. And then the moment that I start doing it, she'll like lay down and calm down. If I don't, then she continuously tries to wake me up.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's one that I would say like 100% works, because she literally will seek me out.
Yeah.
And she like looks at me like, I know you can do it. Like, what are you doing? I've done it on my sister too. And like my friends, I learned how to like shift energy in my own home and deal with like the energy that's there as well. And that's changed a whole lot. Like, my sister was afraid to go in her room for years. Like, literally would not go in there, would sleep in any other room but that room. Because there was just something in there that we just couldn't figure out. We did a clearing like probably 6 months ago. She's officially moved back into her room.
Interesting.
So like, for instance, that would be a really big one in my own home. But like, I've worked on other people where it's helped. They don't always tell me right away, so I can't like give you for instances, but like if they show up in my life, usually they're like, that really helped and that changed everything. So it's kind of my hope to change people's lives and make them better.
Yes,
you know?
Absolutely.
So
nice. What sacred self-care practices keep you aligned?
I do a lot of herbal stuff now. I feel like that really helps my mind, body, and spirit, because there's not so much like chemically bogging me down like it used to. And I feel like I can't really like I can block things out, but like I just choose not to at this point. If I really want to be connected, I'm in. So as far as like doing on a daily basis, I work with Reiki on a daily basis, like all the time. Sometimes I Reiki my food because I have a lot of sensitivities from time to time, and I'm
that's
like,
actually a good
please
idea.
help me.
That, I mean, they say you can speak in your water and whatnot.
Yeah,
so that's interesting.
You can use stickers, right? Like if you use the chokere on like your water, it's supposed to help it and infuse it. Why not work with it on a daily basis?
Yeah.
Why not like just throw the sigil up on walls and floors and like
throw it in your sauce and
or even just hold your hands over your plate and do Reiki that way, or whatever energy work makes sense for you. It works.
That's a good idea.
It helps like a lot. Because I used to have really bad allergies, and like now I have a few sensitivities to foods, and I'll find like certain ones I can take a little bit of it, and if I make sure I've Reiki'd it beforehand, the symptoms aren't as bad.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
It is.
Yeah. It's like putting something out in moon water, and I saw a video where somebody put their jar of pickles out under the full moon.
Why not?
I was
Go
like,
for it.
That's a fantastic idea.
Yeah. Heighten that potassium,
That's awesome. Put your snacks under the full moon, folks.
Why not?
I love it. What does success look like to you as a spiritual business owner?
So,
I'm going to read it for a second.
So success to me is having people be happier with their life and finding peace, honestly, because a lot of us don't have peace, and a lot of us are walking around here like screaming at people, yelling at people, like making it other people's problems when it's really just a projection of who you are. You're upset with them for doing something, and don't get me wrong, not everything can go back to someone else's projection, but I do believe that if we can figure out what's going on inside of us first, it can make outside of us a lot easier.
It's like how we handle something that comes across. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. And I'm hopeful that my practice of like doing readings for people, even in the future doing human design for them, because that's something I'm working on currently, I'm hoping that that can help guide them back to themselves and figure out who they really are, what they really want out of life. Because I feel like the worst problem about dealing with any type of mental health stuff is usually the fact that we don't trust ourselves to do the thing that we want to do.
Isn't that the truth?
It really is. We don't trust ourselves or believe that it could be possible for us. We think everybody else can have it.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I can see that.
Because you're really just suppressing a huge part of yourself.
Yes. Okay. Absolutely.
And I feel like I'm hopeful as a practitioner and as somebody who works with the public frequently that even if they take nothing else from me, they take the fact that they can do everything that they want to do in this life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's good advice.
Thanks.
Do you follow the moon, astrology, or seasonal cycles in your work?
I kind of do a little bit of everything. So sometimes when I'm feeling it, I'll like do some of the holidays, like the pagan holidays. I do follow like a lot of the moon cycles. I have a friend who we do like moon rituals, new moons, especially if it's like really big, full moons if it's really big. If I'm not able to get with her, sometimes I'll do it by myself. Otherwise, we'll do like meditations. We'll do just really like calling in and releasing more so. I feel like for us, that is the best practice. And then I just kind of go based on the energies that I feel because I'm so like in tune with a lot of the moon. So I'm a Cancer, so I'm very in tune with the moon. So when there's weird astrological stuff going on, I feel it.
Yes.
I know something's up before it happens. So I do believe in astrology to a certain degree. I don't necessarily rule my life by it, but I do think that some of those energies can definitely affect how we take on the world or perceive the world.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
so.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What's something you wish more people knew about energy work, divination rituals, what have you?
So they're all tools to help you get to yourself and better your life. Yeah, they're just tools. Everything goes back to everything being energy. Everything is your intention. If you aren't doing the work on yourself, you're probably not going to get the results that you're looking for. And it has nothing to do with other people. At the end of the day, it's all about what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you're not taking care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, even spiritually, on any of those levels, you're not going to feel good.
Yeah.
And you're probably not going to get the thing because you don't feel good about it. Like, we have a tendency as humans to look at the world and think, I don't have that, and I don't have that, and I don't have that. I'm very much one of those people that sometimes goes into those modes. However, if we can take a second and just look around at the things we do have, we will live like we're rich. And I'm not saying money-wise, because sometimes we can't change that.
Yeah.
But
that whole gratitude type of belief.
And it's okay if you have a bad day. It's really okay. Yeah. It's okay to wallow for a day. Try not to make it your whole life, but it's okay to wallow. It's not bad. Yeah, it's a human emotion. Address it. Just don't live there. Just do your own thing after. Yeah. Absolutely. I had a counselor that once said, years and years ago, almost 10 years ago at this point, who said, it's okay to have a bad day. Just don't unpack and live there. Yeah. And it has lived in my mind ever since. Yeah. And then there's one other quote, and it goes, argue for your limitations and you get to keep them. And I live by those too. Nice. Yeah, that's very good. Thanks. What magic are you currently brewing in regards to events you're doing, if you're doing any classes, what have you? So I'm currently learning human design for two reasons. One, because eventually I want to do some more coaching with people who need more assistance in life, either figuring out themselves or figuring out their business. And then I'm, like I stated before, I'm taking mediumship classes, and I love my teacher. she has really, really helped me with learning when, like, how to turn it on and turn it off, and just learning different modalities. In the future, I plan on doing more things, but those are the two I'm sticking to at the moment.
Nice.
And then as far as events coming up, I'm going to be doing readings at Hope Artist Village in, I think it's Pawtucket, Rhode Island. And then that'll be bi-weekly in the month of November, starting on the 1st.
Nice.
And then bi-weekly in December, I believe, starting on the first weekend of that too. And then in between there, I'm also doing readings at the Natural Living Expo in Marlboro.
I think it's in Marlboro.
I think it's Marlboro. I'm like, I just show
Look
up.
at those directions before you drive.
Definitely, all the time. So we're doing that in Massachusetts. And I'll be there for both days during the weekend. I'm under my friend's business, Luxora Studios.
Nice.
So I'm really looking forward to that. And otherwise, I'm just all over the place.
Yeah,
So you can always hit me up on my website, tomesofthewhiteraven.com, or check out any of my socials, which are all the same, or White Raven Oracle as well.
Nice.
So,
Awesome. So now I have some fun questions for you.
Of course.
So what is your sun, moon, and rising sign, if you know them?
Yeah, of course. So my sun is Cancer, my moon is Sagittarius, and my rising is Aries.
Nice.
Makes it real fun.
Yeah, my moon and rising are those, but the opposite.
The opposite? That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love the fires.
Yes.
I swear my Sagittarius and my big 3 is part of the reason I tend to be so, like, silver lining on everything. I'm like, everything sucks, but here, I'll make it good. I could be wallowing for like a good couple days and then all of a sudden just be like, it's fine. I've got this.
Yeah. The universe will work it out.
Yeah.
It's been released to the cosmos to be corrected.
100%. And I have that Cancer that just makes me like bawl like a baby sometimes. So it just, but like the good part is like emotions aren't bad. They're a release. So they never fully stay in my body. They do eventually leave.
Yeah, and it's important for them to come to the surface so you can address them, work through them, what have you, and then release them. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Do you have any favorite crystal or herb or tool that you work with?
Yes. So I have a few different crystals that I absolutely love. K2 has been one of my favorites for a really long time. So the reason for that is it helps for migraines. Oh. So if I get really bad like migraines or ocular migraines, I'll just throw it on my third eye. It helps with the congestion, clears that out. And then like usually by the morning, I'm fine the following morning.
Nice.
So I'll like put it on my face and then it works. Nice. I love black tourmaline for like a grounding and protection crystal. I love purple charolite for just like any crown chakra stuff. Yeah. I just love how it feels. I love how it looks. It's just so pretty. I love lapis. That's not lapis. This is lapis. I was like, I have it somewhere. Thank you. I use lapis a lot just because it is known as like the serenity stone. So it causes a lot of peace around you. And then I just love working with it when I'm doing any type of divination. I also right now really love, I think this is, what is it? Is it topaz? It's not topaz. It's
I want to say it looks almost like grave agate, but probably not.
It's not. Tanzanite. Tanzanite? Maybe that one? Anyway. And then I'm also wearing phosphiterite.
Nice.
And then I have the dragon agate right now. On this side, I have garnet. I just love garnet, and I wear ruby every single day because of my birthstone. And then moonstone, of course, because like anything flashy is nice.
Yeah.
Lastly, for crystals, I'll say labradorite is one of my favorites. I love that one for meditating because it just gets me in. I don't have to like overthink anything. It just helps me like not be so in my head.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, but I use crystals a lot. My house is full of them. And then I still do vending with my friends, so I get to touch them all the time.
Yes.
But yeah.
I just want to hold the baby.
100%. I just want to hold it and feel what it's like and love it. And then I would say like herbs, I kind of rotate. So I use a lot of herbs and spices in cooking, and I usually, like, when I'm about to put them in the dish, I'll like set the intention for it to work for this or that. Like, it really, people swear that my cooking's like the best. So like that helps. And then the other part of it is like a lot of the reasons I've been learning about like herbs and spices is for health reasons, because there are a lot of really good things and properties in those herbs and spices. If we know what we're using them for.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can use certain ones to, you want to call in prosperity while you're making your chicken. But at the same time, it can help with your respiratory. You know what I mean? So it's awesome.
And like parsley's good for digestion. Peppermint's great for any type of digestive issues. Like there's so many things. And also migraines. If you ever get like bad migraines, peppermint oil on the forehead. Oh my God, I swear by it.
Parsley's good for your mouth too.
Yes, and it's good for money if you're doing spell work. Like there's so many things you can do. So
I need $100 and clean gums.
Literally. I'm like, money, we're gonna eat that. But
that's awesome.
Nice.
Do you have a magical nickname or an archetype that you resonate with?
I would say, so I'm going to be publishing later this year or soon, hopefully. I'm trying to finish the art for my book. And then I'm independently publishing it, which is why Tomes of the White Raven is my business name. So that's for the publishing part of it. So I'm currently working on a lot of artwork for the book cover, and then bookmarks and like all these things. And so my author name is going to be Ghost, and the last name is going to be Blackbird. So I'm really excited for that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Awesome. That's going to be so fun.
Nice. I'm really excited.
Awesome. Tea or tincture?
I'd probably say tea. I'm big into teas.
Teas are good.
Tinctures are great, but definitely teas. I just like drinking stuff.
Same.
Not even alcohol.
I like both.
Fair enough.
Tarot or runes?
Tarot, definitely. However, I am interested in runes, so maybe someday. But right now, tarot.
A cauldron or candle?
Candles right now. Cauldrons are great too, though. They're great for like moon rituals and stuff. Where you can just burn stuff.
But
anything you can burn.
I mean, I think it was a crock pot, or somebody came out with this huge cast iron cauldron that you could cook in. I was like, ooh,
I love cast irons though, so there's that.
If your spirit guide had a voice, what would it sound like?
Very sassy. Like pure Sagittarius, maybe with a little bit of lilt in it.
And sarcasm?
Very sarcastic. It's probably where some of my humor comes from, to be honest. I do. So in human design, I have an open head center, which means I can channel very easily. Sometimes things come out of my mouth from them.
That was not me.
I'm just as shocked when it comes out of my mouth as everybody around me. But it's usually funny, which is good.
But still, not the time, Grandma.
For real. But my main spirit guide, definitely almost like a little bit Southern, a little bit like Nordic, like a little just of everything. So sometimes it can be very interesting because I'll pick up this accent out of nowhere, and can get very interesting. But I love him very much, and all of my guides, to be honest. But
nice.
I'm really lucky.
Good. Do you have any pets?
I do. I currently have 3 cats. Kind of 3. One of them's my sister's, but we live together. And I have 2 boys. They're my whole world. They're like my children. And they're everything. So
they really are like your children.
They really are. Like I come home and they got the zoomies because I'm home. It's like the best. They wait for me like a dog would. Because I do have the mediumship and all of that, we do talk to them every single night. So my sister literally takes food orders for them. Like it works. They eat their food now. It's the wildest thing.
That's funny.
The moment we were like, do you guys want this? And then like they'd make a face, and then we'd ask if they wanted this, and they'd be like, yeah. Or they like blink at us, you know, or like twitch their tail a certain way or come running all of a sudden. I'm like, That's a yes.
That's a
So,
yes. Yeah.
ever since then, like, they've been a lot happier with their food. They
Wow,
eat
good.
all of it. Prior, we wouldn't be able to get them to eat.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
they're a lot happier. But yeah, so I really treat them like they're my kids at this point.
Yeah. It's funny how they communicate, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love them so much.
Oh,
They're really
babies.
just my little boys.
Yeah, the babies. Oh.
Yeah.
So those were all the questions I had.
Okay.
Did you want to talk about anything else?
No.
All right.
This is fun though.
Good.
I had a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
me too. This is fun. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having
You're
me.
welcome.
I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for attending.
Yeah. And I'm going to put a link to find you in the description. Did you want
Perfect.
that to be your Facebook or website or what have you?
Let's go with probably my Instagram at the moment. It probably has the most postings on it.
Okay.
I'm very light on the postings, so don't expect like a ton of things all the time. But I will try and be more consistent in the future.
No worries.
But yeah.
And is that White Raven Oak Oracle?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can do White Raven Oracle or Tomes of the White Raven. Either one of them.
Okay.
They're the same domain site. So when you go into it, you can also book readings through White Raven Oracle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will put her link in the description with this video. So go check her out, get a reading, go see her at some events. It'll be exciting. And as always, come check us out at Enchanted Dragonfly. We are a metaphysical shop at 99 Church Street in Whitinsville, Massachusetts. And I give this podcast channel a subscription and subscribe to the channel. Watch our videos, like our videos, share them, show some love, help us grow. And until next time, bless be. Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye.